Here's a list of 20 most common garden pests we all had to deal with in our home gardens. But if you are like me, you don't want to use chemical pesticides to control them. That's the whole idea behind organic gardening, isn't it? Hello, fellow gardeners. Ted here from Ted's Garden Channel. If you are a beginner or intermediate gardener, you will have to face one or more of these pests if you haven't already. In this video, I will teach you some of the best solutions to handling these pests, and as a bonus, I will throw in 3 of the not-so-well-known but very effective methods at the end of this video, so stay tuned. Here's the list of the top 20 garden pests: aphids, whiteflies, fruit flies, slugs, snails, caterpillars, beetles, mites, ants, moths, worms, weevils, grasshoppers, thrips, earwigs, leafhoppers, 17 mealybugs, scale insects, spider mites. So how do you deal with such garden invaders? Well, if you are looking to stay organic, then you must avoid the use of harsh chemicals. So in this video, I will give you the most common methods organic farmers use to control their pest problem. Let's dig in. Here are several of the methods used to combat common garden pests without the use of pesticides, but remember to watch to the end for 3 not-so-common but very effective pest control methods. First on the list is proper separation. Mix up your garden beds with a variety of plant types interspersed throughout. This makes it difficult for plant-specific pests to propagate and spread throughout your garden bed. Proper separation, also known as intercropping, is a gardening technique that involves mixing up garden beds with a variety of plant types interspersed throughout. This method can help reduce the spread of plant-specific pests and promote a healthier garden ecosystem. Here's a more in-depth look at how proper separation works and its benefits. By mixing different plant types together, you can disrupt the habitat and food sources of plant-specific pests, making it more difficult for them to propagate and spread throughout your garden bed. This can help reduce pest populations and minimize the damage they cause to your plants. For example, some plants are known to repel pests, while others attract beneficial insects that can help control pest populations. By strategically interplanting different species, you can create a more balanced and resilient garden ecosystem. In addition to pest control, proper separation can help manage plant diseases. Intercropping can also improve soil health by diversifying the types of plants grown in a given area. Different plants have different root structures and nutrient needs, so by mixing them together, you can promote a more balanced and fertile soil environment. Overall, proper separation is a simple yet effective technique for managing garden pests and promoting a healthy, diverse garden ecosystem. Next is pest repellent plants. Planting pest repellent plants such as basil, marigolds, and peppermint near your vegetables or flowers to help keep pests away. These plants contain natural compounds and scents that are known to repel a variety of insects, making them a valuable addition to any garden. For example, basil is a strong scented herb that is said to repel mosquitoes, flies, and other insects, while marigolds are effective against a variety of pests, including nematodes, beetles, and ants. Peppermint is a powerful insect repellent that can be used to keep pests away from your garden. You can plant peppermint near your vegetables or flowers, or make a peppermint spray to use as a natural insecticide. By incorporating these pest repellent plants into your garden, you can help reduce the risk of pest infestations and minimize the need for chemical pesticides. Now we come to the following, which is beneficial insects. Common beneficial insects include ladybugs, lacewings, praying mantises, and hoverflies. Attract or purchase insects that feast upon the pests that are bothering your plants, such as praying mantises, ladybugs, and hoverflies. Beneficial insects can help keep pest populations in check. Ladybugs, for example, are voracious predators of aphids, while lacewings feed on a wide variety of soft-bodied insect pests. Praying mantises are generalist predators that will consume a wide range of garden pests, and hoverflies, also known as syrphid flies, are important pollinators as well as predators of aphids. To attract beneficial insects to your garden, you can plant a diverse array of flowering plants that provide nectar and pollen for adult insects, as well as habitat for their larvae. Some good choices for attracting beneficial insects include alyssum, dill, fennel, and yarrow. You can also purchase beneficial insects from commercial suppliers and release them into your garden to help control pest populations. See, not all insects are bad. And now we come to diatomaceous earth. Using diatomaceous earth, a natural insecticide to control pests such as slugs and snails. Diatomaceous earth is a natural and organic insecticide that is used to control pests such as slugs and snails. It is made up of fossilized remains of tiny aquatic organisms called diatoms and is composed of the cell walls/shells of single-cell diatoms, which easily crumble to a fine powder. When diatomaceous earth comes into contact with insects, it works by breaking their exoskeletons, causing them to dehydrate and die. The sharp crystalline structure of diatomaceous earth makes it abrasive, which also contributes to its effectiveness in controlling pests. It is important to use food-grade diatomaceous earth, which is safe for human consumption, and to apply it in dry conditions for the best results. Another more common method is the use of physical barriers. Using physical barriers such as row covers to manage pests like fruit flies and caterpillars. These barriers act as a protective shield, preventing pests from reaching the plants and laying eggs. These covers are typically made of lightweight, breathable fabric that allows air, water, and sunlight to reach the plants while keeping pests out. Row covers should be removed once the plants begin to flower to allow for pollination, and then replaced to continue protecting the crops. Overall, physical barriers are an effective and environmentally friendly method for managing pests in the garden. Now, if you aren't afraid of touching insects or bugs, then here is a daily routine you might want to incorporate in your garden. Handpick pests off your plants such as slugs and snails and dispose of them. Handpicking pests off your plants such as slugs and snails is a manual and effective method for pest control. By physically removing the pests from the plants, you can reduce their populations and minimize the damage they cause. When handpicking pests, it's important to regularly inspect your plants for signs of infestation and to remove the pests as soon as they are detected. You can dispose of the pests by placing them in a bucket of soapy water or by crushing them. Now I would recommend a natural insecticide, the use of a natural soil-dwelling bacteria called Bacillus thuringiensis, BT, mixed with oil to kill caterpillars. Bacillus thuringiensis, BT, is a naturally occurring soil-borne bacteria that has been used since the 1950s for natural insect control. It is available in various commercial products and is used to control caterpillar and worm-type insects. When mixed with oil and applied to plants, BT is ingested by the target insects, causing them to stop feeding and eventually die. BT is selective in its action and has no effect on birds, earthworms, or beneficial insects such as honeybees or ladybugs when used as directed. It is considered safe for use on fruits, vegetables, and ornamental plants, and is an effective and environmentally friendly alternative to chemical pesticides for controlling caterpillar and worm-type insects in the garden. Bacillus thuringiensis, BT, is a gram-positive soil-dwelling bacterium that is the most commonly used biological pesticide worldwide. It produces proteins that are toxic to some insects when ingested, but not to others. The proteins are not toxic to humans because, like all mammals, humans cannot activate them. BT is not toxic to non-target wildlife, but one type of BT, Aizawi, can be toxic to honeybees. BT is used as an insecticide, typically for insect larvae, and it has to be eaten to work. It is considered a safe and effective alternative to chemical pesticides for controlling certain insect pests in the garden. Okay, next, you need to start saving your eggshells, and here's why. Using eggshells as organic pest control by grinding them into powder and spreading them around your plants to deter pests. The best way to grind them is in a coffee grinder, which works the best. Eggshell powder is used as an organic pest control method by grinding dried eggshells into a fine powder and spreading it around plants to deter pests. The sharp edges of the eggshell powder are believed to deter pests such as slugs, snails, and beetles. The powder can be sprinkled on leaves to keep beetles away and around the base of plants to repel slugs. The texture of the eggshell powder is similar to that of diatomaceous earth, a natural pesticide, and works in a similar way by creating a barrier that pests are reluctant to cross. The eggshell powder is a natural and environmentally friendly pest control method that can help protect plants from damage by pests. All of these methods are fairly simple and quite effective ways to provide the organic solution to a chemical-free gardening experience. They do, however, require persistence and a bit of work on your part. But the effort is well worth it in the end, when you combine organic gardening with non-GMO seeds for an incredible taste in your vegetables and fruits. If you're still with us, now I will give you the 3 hidden gems for natural pest control that I promised. First is neem oil, which is a natural insecticide derived from the neem tree, Azadirachta indica, and it is a popular choice among experienced gardeners. This due to its effectiveness against a wide range of pests and its safety towards humans and the environment. But here's a more in-depth look at why neem oil works for gardeners. Mode of action. Neem oil contains a compound called azadirachtin, which is the primary active insecticidal ingredient. Azadirachtin disrupts the feeding, growth, and reproduction of insects, making it effective against a variety of pests. Neem oil is known to be effective against over 200 species of insects, including aphids, mealybugs, scale, spider mites, whiteflies, and more. It works by repelling and smothering the insects, reducing their ability to feed, and disrupting their life cycle at all stages. In addition to its insecticidal properties, neem oil also exhibits antifungal activity and can be used to control fungal diseases such as powdery mildew, black spot, rust, and blight. Neem oil is safe to use on food crops and leaves no dangerous residue in the soil. It is non-toxic to mammals and most beneficial insects when used as directed, making it an organically friendly choice for pest control. Neem oil can be applied as a foliar spray to the leaves of plants, where it is absorbed and metabolized, or as a soil drench to target soil-dwelling pests. It is most effective when applied to young plant growth and works best against insects in their immature stages. Overall, neem oil is valued for its broad-spectrum effectiveness, safety, and environmentally friendly nature, making it a go-to choice for gardeners looking for natural pest control solutions. Our second hidden gem for natural pest control: the use of insecticidal soaps. Insecticidal soaps can be sprayed directly on affected foliage to control many common garden pests, but how does it work? Also known as horticultural soap, is a non-toxic, environmentally friendly treatment for some types of soft-bodied pests such as aphids, whiteflies, spider mites, and mealybugs. It can also help eliminate sooty mold, honeydew, and other leaf fungi. The soap is made from the activity of an alkali substance like sodium or potassium hydroxide on fat. When insecticidal soap is sprayed onto a plant's foliage, it comes into contact with the pest and kills it. Insecticidal soaps disrupt the cell membranes of soft-bodied insects, resulting in suffocation. To be most effective, insecticidal soaps must be applied vigilantly and thoroughly, and may need to be reapplied weekly until you attain the desired result. The soap typically does not harm plants, but it is important to test it on a small section of the plant first and wait at least 24 hours to see if there are any negative effects. These soaps are an effective, low-toxicity alternative to more toxic pesticides and can be used on vegetables up to harvest. They are among the safest pesticides, leave no harsh residue, and are virtually non-toxic to animals and birds. But remember to always follow the label for the product you are using and do not apply the soap in full sun or at temperatures above 90 as this may damage the plants. Last but not least, the gem I found which is very beneficial if used right: peppermint oil. Peppermint oil can be used as a spider and ant repellent. Peppermint oil is believed to repel spiders and can be used as a natural spider repellent. The strong scent of peppermint oil is thought to deter spiders as they taste and smell with their legs and dislike strong odors. To create a peppermint oil spray for spiders, you can mix 5 to 10 drops of peppermint oil with water and a dash of dish soap to help emulsify the mixture. This spray can be applied along areas where spiders are found in your garden. The effectiveness of peppermint oil as a spider repellent is supported by anecdotal evidence. Although scientific research on its efficacy is limited, it is important to note that while peppermint oil is considered safe for use as a spider repellent, it should be used with caution around pets, as mint is toxic to dogs and cats. As always, I recommend to test the spray on a small area first and avoid using it in excess. We hope you found the information helpful in managing pests in your home or garden. For more tips and advice on pest control, be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out our other videos. If you have any questions, I would love to hear from you. Feel free to leave a comment below. Remember, knowledge is power, and with the right knowledge and tools, you can keep your home and garden pest-free without the need for harmful chemicals. We'll see you next time.